Welcome back to Where It All Happens. This is the Growth Code podcast. I am Ayo Moses, your host for this podcast. In the last episode, we talked about the AI hype, and while the real conversation isn't actually about AI, it's about relevance. Because if we are honest, most of us are not necessarily afraid of AI. We are only afraid of becoming irrelevant. So today, I want us to go deeper, because if change is happening to everyone, why do some people seem to thrive through disruption while others struggle? Why do some people, reinvent themselves over and again while others remain stuck? And that is what we are talking about today. The first thing I want you to understand is history keeps repeating itself. Every generation thinks its disruption is the big one. The Industrial Revolution, the internet, smartphones, social media, remote work, and now AI. Technology keeps changing. Humans keep adapting. Now, that's the comfortable version of that statement because it hides something uncomfortable. Not everyone actually adapts to change. Take, for instance, the internet era. The internet created, billion-dollar companies, new careers, new opportunities that didn't exist, say, 20 years ago. And in that same window of time, some people ignored it completely and got left behind. Same technology, different outcomes. Now, that is exactly what is happening with AI right now, in real time, while we are sitting here. Now, this is one thing I want you to understand. The difference is not necessarily intelligence. Most people always assume smart people adapt. But personally, I don't think that's true. I've seen, brilliant people stay completely stuck. And I've seen ordinary, unremarkable people reinvent themselves again and again. The difference isn't intelligence, it's identity. Adaptability is an identity. Let me give you two people. Same news, same technology. Person A hears about AI and thinks, this is interesting, let me learn. Person B hears about the same AI and then thinks, this thing is ruining everything. Now, same event, but two completely different identities responding to it. Some people see themselves as learners, as curious people, as experimenters, as reinventors. Others see themselves as finished products, as experts in quotes, or as victims of change. Now, the people who stay relevant are usually willing to become beginners again. Now, personally for me, I've had to ask myself this question too. Am I someone who wants to remain comfortable, or am I someone willing to keep evolving? Because it's always easy to say, I'm a lifelong learner when nothing is threatening you yet. The real test comes when something makes you feel behind. Now, come to think of it, why do we usually resist change? Now, people don't resist change because they are lazy. That's a lazy explanation. Change threatens confidence, identity, security, status. Learning something new means, admitting I don't know, I am behind, I need help, and that's uncomfortable for anyone, no matter how accomplished they are. You know why? That is because reinvention requires humility. Here's the cycle I think about a lot. Future relevance may depend on this. Learn, apply, unlearn, relearn, and then repeat. Because the world doesn't stop moving long enough for you to finish. Now, let's take the story of Netflix. Netflix started as a DVD company, then it became a streaming company, then a content company. Same company, completely different identity, more than once. Now, what made that possible wasn't luck. It was a question they kept asking themselves. Who do we need to become next? Okay, think about the story of Satya Nadella. Now, when Satya Nadella became CEO of Microsoft, one of the biggest cultural shifts he pushed for was moving the company from a culture of know-it-alls to a culture of learn-it-alls. Now, that single mindset shift changed the trajectory of the company. So here are some practical takeaways I want to give to you. Learn continuously. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. experiment quickly, adapt intentionally, stay curious, and solve problems. Now, relevance isn't a skill, it is a way of living. Now, this is a question I want you to ask yourself. What identity are you holding on to? Where are you resisting change? Are you willing to become a beginner again? And even if you become adaptable, another question remains, adaptable for what? Because learning by itself doesn't automatically make you valuable. The market doesn't reward information, it rewards value. So in our next episode, we are going to talk about something I've been thinking deeply about. What actually makes someone valuable in today's world? Why do some people create opportunities everywhere they go, while others struggle despite working incredibly hard? And what are the new rules of value creation in an age where technology can do so much? I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you.